You cannot lose 2 out of 3 to the worst team in the National League if you are in a pennant race. Let's go.
You are Locked On Cubs, your daily Chicago Cubs podcast. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Hello, Cubs fans. Alongside Sam Olber, I'm Matt Cozy. We are Locked On Cubs, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Thank you to all our everydayers who listen or watch us all year long, from the regular season to the offseason. And right now, deep breath, the push to the playoffs. Sam and I are lifelong fans, taking our passion into a discussion with you on all things Cubs. Today's Thursday episode is presented by Jace Medical. Empower yourself when you purchase a Jace case, providing you with a personal supply of 5 antibiotics that treat 50-plus infections. Get yours today at jacemedical.com. That's J-A-S-E medical.com. Cubs lose 7-3 to the Rockies on Wednesday and are now 78-69 on the season. Cubs were up 3-0 through 3, but allowed 7 unanswered runs. It was a slop fest all series long. Drop fly balls, base running mistakes, missed scoring opportunities, and more. Unacceptable performance, Sam, as the Cubs lost 2 out of 3 at Coors.
And I blame you because I like the old intro. You are, ever since we changed the intro, we're like 3-9, dude.
Well, I'm going to have to look into that.
Yeah, no, there's something to be said.
You
are Locked On Cubs. Makes me think we win.
Hello, Cubs fans.
Well, let me look into that. I don't know if that's true, as I have a pen like I'm on College Game Day. Go
Hello,
ahead.
Cubs fans. We just got beat by the Rockies, and the season could be ending, but hey, you're an everydayer.
Well, we got to promote.
This team played a porous series in Colorado, and it feels good for me to say this, and it had nothing to do with the manager. They were just awful. I mean, situational hitting, running into outs. Ian Happ, who might be the most overrated defensive player in left field that I've ever seen, because he had a decent year last year and stole a Gold Glove. Pathetic drop ball that changed the complexion of this game. And they're playing poor. And it's so funny because in a way it's easier to take.
There's nothing funny about it, player.
Because there's no luck. There's no manager. There's no margins. They're playing awful baseball. And they better use this Thursday to clean up, because as they said somebody says in that Drake song, I didn't come this far just to come this far. I'm not cool with just stopping here. I want to make the postseason. I can't believe I got to spend the rest of my Thursday night finishing up work and watching the Reds because I got a scoreboard watch again.
Well, it's only Wednesday. It's Wednesday.
Or Wednesday, sorry. It's been a long day. I've been up since 4:30.
Yeah, I don't want to watch the Reds today.
No, well, I am, because this team's driven me there, and they should be ashamed with the way they've played. And it's nothing to do with choking. It's nothing to do with collapsing. They've just picked a bad time to play bad baseball. And there's been no bigger supporter than PCA and me. His at-bats have been abysmal in big spots. And I know it means nothing about how he's going to be as a player. Stop bunting.
Well, they're a mess right now. The Diamondback series loss turns into a Rockies series loss, so now you've won only 2 out of your last 7. And the Rockies, to top it off, are one of the worst teams in the sport. They still have a chance to lose 100 games. I'd like to know what is happening, because at the very least they are flat. And you picked the wrong time. As you said, 15 games left in the year. This has to stop right now. What needs to happen for it to stop? Does David Ross need to flip over a table? Do they need to go do 18 holes of golf Thursday? Do they need to go out in Mesa on Wednesday or Thursday night? Do something, because the updated playoff picture isn't a good one, fam. Okay, the Brewers lead by 4.5 games.
Well, no, the division's over.
The Cubs are okay. So we're saying it's over then.
I like, why even focus on it? I hope the Brewers beat the Marlins.
Well, let's look at the wild card. They're still in the second wild card spot, but they're 2 behind the Phillies for the first spot, and only a game and a half as of this recording of the D-backs for the third spot.
And how much up on just a playoff spot? I think it's only 2.
And then, the Giants or Reds or Marlins are only a half game of Arizona. So, it's only 2 total.
And
for
remember, if you tie with Cincy or you tie with Arizona or you tie with Miami, you're done.
Oh, so I got to start writing down tiebreakers. You're right.
They only have the tiebreaker with the Giants.
Oh, okay. Well, that's just up the ante of my level of concern because there's definitely warning bells right now. And I have to say this, as an offensive person in baseball, somebody that takes pride in being an offensive coordinator in this sport, so to speak.
Sure.
When you score 12 runs in 3 games at Coors Field, there's a problem.
No.
And hopefully it's a temporary problem. But I doubted the doubts. Your episode on Monday, I doubted that premise. Yeah. But the truth is they do need to heat up. Yeah. And at this time last week, they were on pace to post a higher runs total than some of the great Cubs teams of years past. And now they've just flatlined. Yeah. And it's an awful time to do it. And how do you do it at Coors? I don't understand.
No, I can't believe it. I can't. And I only watched a portion of this. But when they had the first couple guys reach, I put my feet up. I said, all right, It's going to be an 8-9 run performance. They needed it. See you Thursday. And then when they blew that lead and just it was just mortifying. How many guys did they leave on?
It's a ton. It's double digits.
Look, here's what I'll say. Cody Bellinger's carried the load for a long time now. Seiya Suzuki has been awesome. Somebody else needs to step up now.
Okay.
And get really hot. And I mean, Nico had 4 hits, but Nico's not the type of guy that's going to carry you because he's not a power hitter. We need a Dansby
if it's Dansby, it really changes the complexion of the team.
No, listen, and you'll talk about it, or we'll talk about it for Friday, I'm sure. But like, if they get swept in Arizona,
no, it's bad.
They have to get 1, and if they really want to feel comfortable coming home, they need to get 2.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. You can still feel actually really good if you take 2.
If you take and you got no Gallen and no Kelly.
But 1 or 0 is an absolute.
But the thing is you got Steele, Hendo, and Wicks, and you're not even going to face
their
playoff
rotation.
Yeah, no, it's become crunch time, and it's a Jewish holiday this weekend, and I'm gonna have to make sure my mom understands Saturday. Like I got to watch that baseball game. So
right. Well, yeah. Dare I say that we should watch it together because we've had awful luck the last few.
Well, no, I won't be available, and we're 0 for our last 7.
Oh, what a mess! And
what was your favorite part of this series? Mine was the great cameo for Brad Boxberger.
Yeah, he's put off a few lbs. I don't know if you know.
I did notice that.
He looks great.
Yeah, no, and
he's pitching well.
Well, twice, yeah.
He's pitching well.
Well, the good news is
when Ian Happ dropped that fly ball, dude,
embarrassing.
That was the game.
No, but it was embarrassing.
When the Rockies went up 5-3, I felt awful, and sure enough, the Cubs did nothing after that.
Ian Happ should be embarrassed for dropping that ball in a major league game.
Catch.
I would have had a bet
to your glove side.
I think I would have caught it without a glove.
Yeah, well, I don't know about all that, but
all good stuff.
Wow. Yeah, sure.
Hey, the good news. I mean, Merriweather got a nice rest.
Oh yeah, he did end up getting the rest. And let's follow up on some things that we spoke into existence for Wednesday's program. Number 1, the Miguel Amaya homer. That didn't happen.
No, but at least he had 2 hits.
And then I didn't, what? My fault as the host and producer.
Yeah.
But I needed to check the tape. But did we say Wisdom starting at a specific position or just starting?
I thought we said starting, and I'd like a pizza.
Okay,
but I'm not sure about the tape because – who cares? You don't have to buy me anything. Buy me. How about this? You and I both will chip in $100. Win a game on Friday.
Oh, we'll pay money for the Cubs to win?
Yeah.
No, these guys get paid enough, dude.
No. Score 5 in the first inning and let Steele cruise.
No, it's gotten so bad that I was starting to sketch out some analogies. I was starting to get out my Colin Cowherd sports radio playbook because this team is like the Oppenheimer film. Why would I want to go? Why would I want to buy a ticket to that movie? It's long. It has pacing problems. You don't know what's going to happen. It's a complete mess. Thank you.
I like to give a shout out to my dad. He just had he just had hip surgery. He's been on this program, and him and I talked. I picked him up.
So you spoke to him today about the Cubs game.
Oh, he called me.
From
the hospital.
From the hospital bed itself.
Literally. And
wow.
I'm actually gonna, after the show, probably head over there. But
can we call him now or no?
No, that would throw him off. Right. So first of all, when I picked him up at 4:30 in the morning, the whole ride over to the hospital, he was ranting about Zaidman.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because Hughes has been in the booths, and my dad's a big radio guy, and he just really, I'll just say this, I'll keep it clean, he was really not appreciative of the job Zaidman's been doing.
So he went off on that.
Yeah, and then he called me, and he just said, he goes, his point was, I don't know how to feel, because in one sense, it feels so lucky that they're here and so great that they're here. But now that they're here, you gotta close it out and at least make it. And right. I think that was how I feel. It's just this team in a very positive way is a massive enigma. And so we said it. We're just gonna ride the wave, and who knows? On Sunday night, we could be doing a program where we're celebrating and the brooms are out in Arizona, and we're booking DS tickets. You just don't know.
Yeah, you don't know with this team. You just don't know.
Yeah, and
that's why I'm trying to come up with an analogy. So
no, and I'm not sure it's a film. Anyway,
and I'm not so sure that PCA should start anymore.
No,
is that an overreaction theater? I mean, well, I'm starting, and I can build it out more for Friday when I'm solo. But
is that official? You're doing a solo Friday?
I'm gonna try it. Yeah.
Okay. Wait, hold on. Yeah. All right. Matt will be solo Friday. I got some stuff going on, so
I'm starting to buy into the David Ross quote more. Play the guys that got us here.
Well, the thing is I'm fine playing
Talkman. Let's what's old is new again. Yeah. Talkman should lead off Friday, don't you think?
Well, the thing is I didn't think that PCA would look like a pitcher at the plate.
Right. I know it's been 2 games. I know Ryan Sandberg started his career 2 for 36. I get it.
Yeah, but Ryan Sandberg did debut in the middle of a pennant race.
Still play center, innings 7, 8, 9, a third of the game. He can still come in to run. But these games, I think Talkman
did Wisdom
rely on the reliability.
Did Wisdom get any hits?
I don't think so. I think he got a couple of walks.
Okay. I'm glad we're still running that sample out there.
Right.
Tigers threatening bottom 5, trailing Cincinnati 4-3. Arizona currently trails with Gallen on the mound 1-0 in New York.
And Wisniewski is struggling mightily all of a sudden.
Well, no, he stinks.
Maybe not all of a sudden, but
no, he's been struggling for about the whole calendar year. So,
Eddie. So what do you expect since this is the last show for you into the weekend?
Yeah, all right.
Do you have a feeling about the D-back series, or do you need to take some time?
Yes, I do. I have a strong feeling. I think they're gonna bounce back.
You do?
Yes.
And that is good to hear, and that is what they've proven.
Yeah,
let's be real. They've fought all year.
Yeah, they play their best baseball when they're against the wall. I think. Look, the Diamondback series was annoying because there was a lot of luck into that. And then that led, this is what happens. And then that led
2 top flight starters.
Yeah. And then that led to one of their, they've lost a lot of series this year because of margins and Ross and things like that. That lost series was one of their worst played series of the year. They were horrible. They would have lost to anybody. I mean, the game of baseball, they did everything wrong. So I think they're going to bounce back. I think they got one of their most valuable guys on the mound on Friday. He'll lead the way, and I think they're going to win Friday, and it'll be a little bit of a sigh of relief.
Coming up next, an official update on Marcus Stroman. Stay tuned. Today's episode is brought to you by Jace Medical. Everyone should be empowered to care for themselves and their loved ones during the unexpected. That's why Jace Medical offers the Jace case. The Jace case provides 5 life-saving antibiotics for emergency use and gives you a peace of mind so that you are not just hoping that you have access to medication in an emergency. Jace Medical makes you sure you have the medication in hand, and it is simple. They handle everything from the online evaluation to licensed pharmacy medication delivery and ongoing consultation and care. Don't get caught unprepared and save more than $360 by getting these life-saving antibiotics with Jace Medical, plus an additional $20 off by using code LOCKEDON at checkout on jacemedical.com. That's jacemedical.com, promo code LOCKEDON. The Cubs play the Diamondbacks at 8:40 p.m. Central Friday, and you can listen to every pitch with the Cubs hometown broadcast. It's a late one on Sirius XM on the SXM app. Search Cubs or tune into channel 844 and catch the Cubs all season long on Sirius XM. And we'll talk about it Friday as well. But that Sunday game, Sam, first and only Sunday night baseball game of the whole year. The Cubs will be on in the evening on ESPN.
Right. Oh, my gosh. I forgot about that.
Yeah. And hopefully we haven't forgotten about Marcus Stroman.
No.
Who threw a successful live BP on Monday and then played catch on Wednesday. And Cubs pitching coach Tommy Hotovy told 670 The Score Wednesday that Stroman is back to his 5-day plan. So he's back to his usual routine. He is not being stretched out necessarily, but he is being prepped to return to the major league club sometime this month. So I still think that we're about a week away from an iCubs appearance. It would be awesome if it was sooner, but it looks like he could be an opener if you want to open him in games in that last week of the year or in middle relief. I love the prospect of him being late relief, but I'm not so sure with this few games left if that's the best path or not. But encouraging that they might get his arm back.
Hope he can contribute.
I hope so too.
Yeah, I look, I don't know what else.
Shoot, I'd like to see him close.
I just want to see him help the team and get this team in the postseason. That's all I want to see. I don't care if he closes, opens, closes the door, slides in, starts,
sweeps
finishes,
the floors or something.
Sweeps the floors. I don't care if he hands out water to the guys. Just help us win a baseball game. Help us win. Somebody help us win. Jan Gomes have a speech with this ball club on Thursday with Dansby, and just say,
wow,
hey,
that's a great idea.
And say, hey, guys, the sky's not falling, but we got a job to do this weekend. Let's go win this series right now. Luzdale, Mississippi, Cy Young, you lead the way. It's go time now, all right?
Right.
Let's go.
Loosedale, not Clydesdale.
I said Luzdale.
Oh, okay.
Did I pronounce it wrong? Bases loaded, 2 outs for Detroit here. No, I'm in full scoreboard.
Wow, you're going pitch to pitch in these other games.
Oh, that's all I'm going to do. Yeah.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah, well, that's some of us don't, have the greatest things going on.
Okay? And Stroman, give yourself more credit. And it'd be nice if Stroman,
it's dark out. No. You don't slide something. It's 7:09 Central right now, and my place is pitch black.
Is it dark out already?
The Cubs are struggling, and my football season's over.
Wow. Yeah, so it is dark times over there.
No, there's some good things going on.
For temporary, because the Cubs, they're going to win Friday.
There's some positives.
So, all right. Well, the most talent on the roster is what I want, especially as they make the push to the playoffs. So I think Stroman does that. Hey,
yeah, I'd like to see Palencia go back to your home city, state of Iowa.
Yeah, maybe so. My adopted home, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Coming up next,
they're 2-0, by the way.
I know. They're going to be 3-0 headed into a state college in a couple of weeks.
And Illinois has state college coming in town. They're 15-point dogs. Go ahead.
Oh, so they'll start 0-3 on the year.
Yeah, no, 1-2.
Oh, they won their first game.
By 2 points.
Okay. Was that like Toledo or something?
Yeah, no.
All right, coming up next.
Fire somebody.
We got a twist to the NL Central in 2024 and beyond, perhaps. Find out what that is next. Today's episode is also brought to you by eBay Motors. For a championship team, it's all about making sure every player is a perfect fit. It's the same when it comes to your vehicle. Every part needs to fit just right. So the next time you need parts and accessories, head to eBay Motors. With eBay Guaranteed Fit, you can be sure every part you need fits right the first time around. Just add your ride to My Garage. Look for the green check to know the part will fit or your money back. Because just like in sports, confidence is the name of the game when you shop on eBay Motors. And With over 122 million parts to choose from, you'll be back in the game in no time. After all, it's easy to bring home a win when the right parts are guaranteed. Get the right parts, the right fit, the right prices on ebaymotors.com. Let's ride. eBay guaranteed fit, only available to U.S. customers. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply. David Stearns, formerly the general manager of the Brewers, was hired Wednesday as president of baseball operations by the Mets. And the rumors are right now, as he's going to be a free agent this October, is manager Craig Counsell is going to follow Stearns to Queens. The Cubs are in a winnable division as it is, but the Brewers have, in some sense, been a power the last few years. And a lot of that we can attribute fairly to Craig Counsell. You look at what they've done in one-run games. You look at their personnel. You look at his in-game decisions, his lineups, and him going to the Mets and getting out of the Central would be significant.
Yeah, the Stearns, it's almost like a Stearns-Counsell pair. Having them both get out would be an absolutely massive thing for this division.
And then the Cubs would have further less excuses to win.
Yeah, no, the Cubs would become one of the more, stable organizations in that division. So
absolutely. So just want to touch on that quick.
Yeah, no, I think that's good. And the Mets are going to have a lot of shakeup. And, it's not, we're not at the point where it's the end of the world here. I know.
No.
Sometimes I like to dramatize because people forget this is a show. It's about entertainment, like with the Amaya thing. I'm trying to bring juice, right? Sometimes you got to know when you need to bring something. And I'm trying to bring something. Let's win a game on Friday. And if we don't win any game this weekend, on Sunday, I will join the show and I will not speak.
Wow. Well, that's not good for this audio-based medium. So, thanks, everybody, for being here. I always enjoy doing the show with you, Sam. I wish your dad well.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And I'm sure he will be fine. And, his biggest concern right now is our biggest concern.
And will Boog be back this week? Because then your dad can hear Pat Hughes on the radio call. Let's stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for checking out this edition of Locked On Cubs. We are here each and every weekday talking about all things Cubs. I guess I'm going to change the intro and outro for the next episode.
Well, no,
I got a vote of no confidence.
No, it's a superstition, dude.
Be sure to hit subscribe on YouTube and hit follow on Apple and Spotify. We're also streaming on SiriusXM. He's Sam Olber. I'm Matt Cozy, and you are now Locked On Cubs.